Hello everyone!
Hello!
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Order of Silver Arrows.
I'm trying not to be able to see behind that.
That's fine, you won't see anything. I'm joined by Tyler, Reader, Andy, and Gwen, and Meg over Discord again.
Hello.
Yeet.
Jordan was here and had to leave on important business, wizard business, but he'll be back. So last we left off, many of you were in the city of Sigil, where you had taken old Jim because it was his home, and you'd met some interesting figures, and he told you his story of having once been a smuggler. And last you guys left off, you were going to go to the mead hall because Torvi needed a drink and wanted to meet her ancestor.
Now, is that a metaphor for anything?
What?
Going to the mead hall and meeting her ancestor?
Yeah, like literally her ancestor was
Oh.
there.
Mead.
Okay, never mind.
Sigil's a crazy place, man.
Hate you guys.
Never mind then.
So, we continue with you guys basically leaving old Jim and Trav's apartment. And you're walking down the hall. Schmiveldorf, Karina, Torvi, Rowan and Zafrab are there as well. Was there anyone else? Jewel, I guess. I'm trying to remember who's not here that is there.
I think that's it.
Yeah, Asgarix, Peepers. Muckhooker! No. You guys are all walking down the hall, and suddenly the hallway gets very cold. And you hear footsteps behind you. And old Jim goes, "Ah, crap."
What's that?
That's the landlord. And you turn around and you see behind you a very well-dressed man who could pass for human at a distance, wearing a cool black suit, red glasses, a red scarf. He's got kind of a chevron facial hair thing going.
Ooh, that's fancy. Chevron, dude?
Yeah, like just
No, I know.
the thin mustache and the...
That's a staple at Bye Bye Baby.
His skin is kind of an off-white. Very off-white. And he's holding a cane that appears to have a silver skull as the head of it. He's dressed almost like he's dressed for winter, even though it's not that cold here. And you can see as he gets closer, every breath he takes, you can see his breath as if it's extremely cold.
Oh, does it like frost where he steps?
It doesn't.
Oh.
And as he approaches, you can see there's tiny horns sticking out of his head. And he says, "Well, well, well! Jimbo, my boy, where have you been? You've been gone quite a spell, my lad."
This is the best thing.
Well, the unforeseen circumstances in the line of duty. Yeah, who are your friends here? Well, they are.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Schmiveldorf.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Crowley.
Nice to meet you, Crowley. Here's my companions. I'm sure they can introduce themselves.
What?
What?
What? What are you saying?
She said
She said she's run into trouble introducing herself before.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Company policy, we don't give names on a first meeting.
All right.
Well, shoot, why didn't anyone tell me?
Because you're the new recruit.
Damn.
buddy.
Fair enough.
Sorry
I don't
about
care that much, anyways. All right, Jim Jones. We have a
give this guy the
small
cold
little
shoulder.
issue, mate.
No. We got our names
I realize in human terms you've been gone for quite a while doing whatever it is you humans do. Aging, I suppose. I don't know. But you see, like, as you can see, I've come through my end of the bargain. Your son has had a fine place to live for quite a while. Your apartment's in tip-top shape. But my end of the bargain hasn't been completed yet. I need that jaw, Jimmy boy. I'll get it. I'll get it. I know where it is. I just put it away for safekeeping, and then I'm back. I can give it back. Good.
You wouldn't tell him.
See that you do.
It's a jar with a demon general.
No, but he didn't tell us where it is.
No, he
he's,
didn't.
He's offering to give it to this guy, or at least this guy seems to think. Expecting.
Well, I'd assume that's why he was hired to get it.
Alright then. Well, off you go. I have important business matters to attend to. And he begins leaving. And you all feel the cold shiver that's been going up your spines sort of depart with him. Well, I definitely need that drink now.
Alright, well, let's go get a drink.
And you guys do depart for the mead hall.
To meet someone.
Yeah, you find it well enough. You go down a few blocks, and you come across what seems to you a very traditional mead hall, like that the people of Stalheim and dwarves would be like, oh shit, this is my jam. Like you go in, you step inside. There's people like clanking together tankards and stuff. It's like everything's made of wood. It all looks like. And Schmiveldorf, you're like, oh, this place is fucking awesome. Torvi too. It's like you see different people who look like human warriors or dwarf warriors, all cavorting inside, spilling drinks, getting in bar fights. It's a rousing good time.
Yeah! I'll take one. Server! I'll go get some mead.
Yeah, you do so.
Nice. I clank drinks with some dwarves.
Yeah, you clank
Clink.
drinks with some dwarves who may or may not be alive, actually.
What?
As you know, Einarjar are a thing in this place. Einarjar are warriors who died and passed to the other side. But these guys seem cool regardless.
Do they have any war stories for me?
Oh yeah, if you ask them about it, holy shit. They will talk your ear off. So,
I listen.
Schmiveldorf is occupied for the foreseeable future. It's like, all the way back in the year 271.
271?
There we were. On the field, he might not even be referring to the year from your world. Like, it's
Yeah.
something else
Multiverse.
entirely. There we were. The Lich King's armies arrayed against us. Oh, we were outnumbered 3-1. Ah, but what he didn't expect. Firewater.
Ah, firewater, of course.
And it's shit like that for the next
So
half
it
hour.
dark up that dwarf's ass.
Trying to find this bit. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And Torvi, you see the woman who looks similar to you, who you saw on the Pegasus earlier, who you know to be called Hilde. You what? You do that? Yep, she is accompanied by her companions from before, Sven and Jean.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
You know nothing.
He knows. Don't listen to him. He knows nothing.
Egret.
They raise a drink to you. Hey!
Egret.
I know, right?
Party.
Let's party like it's the year one.
Of what calendar? That's what I'm asking.
All of them.
Oh.
Grab the meat and the shit. We're eating good tonight.
It's gonna be fucking.
What do you want to talk about,
Light it
Torby?
up.
Cool, cool. Who's Stalheim?
It's all home.
And then, yeah, the dwarves do much the same thing. Like everyone's like, to Emberhold, to
Amberhold.
Sindaladbar, to Belba, like to all these different places you've never heard of.
I get another mead.
Shoot.
I don't have any arrows.
You don't. And you produce. Okay. No, you didn't, but yes, continue. No. But that's fine. Yeah. You produce the golden arrow, and she says, I've heard of these things. They say that Faramir wielded one, or what was his name? Fucking that fucker.
Fact check.
They say the first king of Stalheim wielded one of these. They are called splitters. The old tales speak of them and their amazing powers. They have the power to shoot dragons out of the sky or dance around by themselves, to rebuke the undead. Many wonderful things. You are lucky to possess such a thing. Okay, your giant slayer rapier. You're getting cut off a lot. You need to repeat yourself. You're getting cut off again. You need to repeat that last bit. Yeah. And what do you want me to do about it? Do you think you did the right thing? Do you think you did the right thing? Meg, you still there? You hear me?
I don't think she's there.
Did we get cut off? Fucking goddamn it. Meg? Are you there, Meg? Her audio got cut off. That's fun. Meg, restart your fucking audio.
And we wait.
Alright, in the meantime, is anyone else doing anything?
I'm just gonna walk around and try to.
Where's Gosberg and Olive, by the way?
Still in Nutwood.
Okay.
We're gonna get to you in a minute, buddy.
Cool. Can during this time, can guys? I assume we're doing like a Christmas thing.
We will be. It's a week from Shantaemus.
Okay, cool. During this time, Gosberg's going to be helping set up the stuff, the decorations for the temples. He's also going to be preparing for his
Do dwarfs
live.
Shantaemus?
I don't know.
That's up to you, do they?
Yeah.
I mean, you have farmers. It's about produce. It's about food and family and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
pretty on brand.
I'm all about food and family. Are the dwarves or the what are they called?
What?
The
Einerjar?
Einerjar, yeah. Are they celebrating it in any way?
Not at the moment.
But are they going to be?
If you ask about it, some of them seem confused. They have different traditions and celebrations and holidays from wherever they're from.
Are any
Whatever.
of them cool?
Some of them seem pretty baller.
Like what?
Alright. There's one called Morden's Passing, which is just apparently just a huge party.
Alright, I'm gonna take note of that one.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool.
Well, during this time, Gosberg's going to be set up all the Christmas decorations for Shantaemus. And at the same time, he's also going to be practicing his live rendition of It's Raining Men.
Morden's passing.
Okay,
lit
so
AF party.
we cut to a montage of Gosberg and the other people of Nutwood decking the halls and setting up the town like like Christmas montage. Okay, now she's back. You here? We hear you? Are you gonna talk?
I can talk.
Okay, cool.
Hi, Meg.
We're in the middle of something else now since you were cut off. So we are in the middle of a Christmas montage of Gosberg
Shantaemus montage.
putting up
Yeah, come
Shantaemus
on, man.
Shantaemus
Respect Shantaemus.
decorations. What? Hold on, we're in the montage now. We're on a Shantaemus montage. Yeah, Gosberg putting up the Shantaemus decorations, and then putting up the traditional Shantaemus tree.
Ah, yes.
God.
And we see Surly, or Arental as he's known, also putting up a Shantaemus tree in the bar. We see Flindle and Ricky and Vilmer all gathered around in the bar, drinking hot cider.
You know, this reminds me of a beautiful Balls-giving story. This one time, there was this lady I fancied, and she didn't like this person very much. So I walked to that person, and I murdered the crap out of them for that lady.
Okay, and then out of that part of the montage, we see Elise also like getting ready to cook wonderful things. We see the different townsfolk going about their duties, you know, chopping firewood and getting things ready, putting up all these great, wonderful decorations, preparing for the holiday. And then we cut back to the bar, because now Meg's back.
Yes.
Do you think you did the right thing, Torby?
What?
Do you think you did the right thing, yes or no? If you think you did the right thing, that is all that matters. Deal with consequences as they come. And with that, we're going to fast forward You have drinks with your ancestors. And old Jim gets very sloshed. And he's like, all right. And I wish Zafrab was here, because then we could have another instance of Zafrab spilling a drink on someone and making more enemies.
They're ghost people too.
Oh, my fine gabardine. It's like, no, shit, every time. Okay.
I'm on my third.
Lightweight.
Scratch that. I'm on my fourth. I just chugged mine.
Slight improvement. But we cut forward. You guys, yeah, you spend a good portion of the night in the meat hall.
Wait.
Is there anything you'd like
While they're calling me a lightweight and a coward, I'd like to challenge them. Oh yeah, you think I'm a coward? Challenge. Who thinks they could take their spice?
Hello?
Oh,
Do any of them
we
ride-
got a plane and Gwen's on the phone.
Hello?
So nothing. All right. This dwarf with
Got a packet of dragon's breath pepper right here, huh?
this dwarf with
Any of you guys can rise to the
this
challenge
dwarf
as well.
with a shock full of brown hair, who appears very old, graying brown hair. Stet leans over on the cane. He's like, "There ain't no spice in the whole universes that could take down old Trebon.
Oh, let's see about that. 5 gold pieces. You can't take it.
Done."
Alright, I put down 5 gold pieces as well.
Yeah, I think as his wager, he puts down a really nice-looking ceremonial dagger.
Ooh. Alright.
That's worth 5 gold pieces.
And you can see from the soot and accumulated metal shavings on this man's hands that he is a blacksmith by trade. And this is a living dwarf. This isn't an Einer jar.
Ooh, alright. What sort of dishes do they serve here? Anything I can just put the spice on, or just...
They'll bring you some, like, fries or something.
Alright.
It's like,
I take out they bring me some fries. I take a nice hefty pinch. Look him in the eyes. Enjoy, my friend.
Okay.
won't you join me?
Oh, but of course. I pick up a fry. I wait for him to pick up a fry.
First roll of the game is gonna be a spicy food off. Okay.
Oh my god. Also, what happened to your
Alright.
accent?
You both take a bite of the fry at the same time with the dragon's breath.
Can we cheers it? Can we cheers the fries?
Yeah, you cheers the fry.
Alright, what? Is it just straight rolls?
And
Constitution?
he's like, it's like, oh, this is gonna be good. And then you see a dwarf who looks a lot like him but younger. He's like, Dad, no! It's like, I do what I want! You're not supposed to have spicy food! The doctor said no! It's like,
This is your dad's decision! He thinks he can handle the spice. We'll see
You
about
got
that.
clicks, you loses!
I can't back down now!
If he dies, it's all over.
It's a challenge of his honor, and he's taking it
Right.
up.
Constitution saving throw from both of you.
Ah! It's not 1, so it's a total of 5. Wait, no, it's a total of...
That's a total of 1!
That's a 9.
It's a 1,
All
not 1. There's no such thing as a 9. That's if you got a not 1.
Me from far off in the dumps. Bangarang!
So you had never actually tried the dragon's breath pepper before.
I have not.
And you're regretting that now slightly.
Wait. Hold up. Can I use the Indomitable? You can reroll a saving throw that you fail. Is this a saving throw, technically, or is this...
Sure.
So, yeah.
Alright. Let me get... Oh, yeah, 15.
15, oh.
Total?
Roll 23.
Alright, yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, use that.
So,
There goes
you
my
both
1 year.
put a fry in your mouth, and for a second, it hits you, and you're like, Oh god, this is too spicy.
And I keep chewing.
But then you keep going and you use your indomitable will. And you just look him dead in the eye, like, no, I will not lose this food off.
Oh my
And you
goodness.
see him chewing, and you see his eyes begin to tear up, and yours are too, but you just indomitably suck the tear back up.
It's like
Get back in there, you son of a bitch!
Cloudy with chasing me.
And he begins, and he goes for a flagon, and you have won the spicy food off.
Yay!
I lift up my flagon for a cheer before,
Wow!
before I drink it. Yeah!
Yeah, everyone in the bar was rapt watching this.
You know, woo! You know what? I feel like you should speak from a list from now on for the entire day.
I drink like 3
Yeah,
more.
and you see he's actually like steam is coming out of his ears. Steam is coming off. You're also, you guys look at Schmiveldorf and his eyes are all red. And
I'm basically a tomato.
there's his cheeks and nose are super red.
Oh yeah!
I'm not even
He's-
here.
It's just really being in his proximity is just very warm.
It worked!
You know the innkeeper? I'm basically the opposite.
And after about 10 minutes of chugging down stuff, and he's like, "Dad, I told you not to." It's like, "Shut up."
He's a good man. I
You
respect
beat
him.
me fair and square.
Sure.
Oh,
Thanks
that-
for the
that was
challenge.
you ever need anything? Just come up to my forge up here. Where the hell is it?
The spice made him lose his memory.
He's like, sorry. I
Up
said-
in the merchant's ward, I think.
Son, where do we live?
Treben's forge. Alright.
Son, who are you?
Thanks for taking up the challenge. Name's Schmiveldorf Remsink.
Treben.
I think.
I think that's who I am. Alright, now what's happening?
Now you can do the fast forward.
You guys can retire for the night. Things are getting late. Things were already late when you had joined them. When you grabbed Karina and them, it was a nighttime. So it's getting pretty goddamn close to early in the morning, almost actually. At the time you spent carousing. So old Jim and Trav will head back to their place, and then if you want, you can crash on the floor, or old Jim can take you back to Sigil or to Nutwood. You want to go back to Nutwood? He's like, I'll meet you there. We have to head out and get that jar. Bad things gonna happen if we don't. Alright, I'll see you guys in the morning. And he drops you off at the gate next to the ramen shop, the antique store.
Ramen shop?
Holds out the Rubik's Cube. And the portal opens, and you guys step through. And you're back in Nutwood.
That would.
You take your long rest. You get your hit points back. You get your Indomitable back. And you guys awake the next morning, refreshed. For those of you who stay at the bar, like Karina and Schmiveldorf. Oh, you don't stay at the bar? Where
No,
you
I've
stay?
been sleeping in the forest.
Okay, you walk out to the
a long
forest.
time. Yeah.
You are awakened by the sounds of buffalo bleating far too early, and that bothers you for like an hour until they move on.
It's too early for this shit.
Damn
Stop.
forest buffalo. You didn't know forest buffalo were a thing.
Stop
You thought they
sleeping
were a
on my
plains
pea
thing.
tree.
Yeah, and you're thankful that you can't talk to the birds and such as Torvi and Gosberg seem to be able to do. You feel like they wouldn't have the greatest things to say in the wee hours of the morning. They're very loud. You guys get ready in the morning, and as you head back to town, Arental will talk with you all. It's like, all right. So, as you are all gathered, finally, at the tavern to...
This is it?
No.
Okay.
And old Jim is there again. It's like, so, you guys take a long time to get anywhere. Not an
Tends to happen
accusation.
when we have to walk, but yeah.
Yeah. So, it's about time you guys... It wouldn't be the worst idea to get mounts, but in any case, I've bought a wagon for you all. It's outside. It's pulled by 2 bison, 2 buffalo. And it'll get where you need to go. If you want your own personal mounts, I know some of you have the money for that, but otherwise a wagon with bison is the best we can do.
I have mine, I'm good, thanks.
I got my own too.
The owl is not yet big enough to ride.
I know she's not, she will be.
Wait, you have an owl?
Mm-hmm.
A giant owl?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What's its name?
Mala. Her name is Mala.
What type of owl?
She's a giant, I forget.
Horned owl, barn owl, pygmy owl, which I think would just be a normal sized owl at this point.
No, she's great horned owl.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Mhm.
I want a giant owl.
Alright, and old Jim's like, alright, so the place we gotta go is sort of close to the town of Darkwood, which is out here in the woods.
I assume so.
Is it
It's about
dark?
2 days from here.
Is it dark?
I mean, it's definitely in one of the spookier parts, but I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it. Best to be careful up there. I hear they've been having trouble with goblins down there.
It's always something, isn't it?
There's always something.
The world is a dangerous place, and
Uh,
the DM's not making it any safer.
What are our plans for that beholder, by the way?
That... What was that, Meg? Regroup and come up with a better plan of attack, I suppose.
Murder him.
Isn't that already our plan?
I don't know.
Isn't that already part of the plan?
Just cut out the middleman. Just try to murder him.
I mean, Jordan had a
For
good
himself.
idea.
What was Jordan's idea?
That we inform, or that he informs that beholder of Xanathar. Because they're inherent hatred of each other, so they'll just kill each other.
I will send him a bomb in the mail.
That's good.
Some anthrax in an intro. Get him. Alright, so you guys begin to head off to Darkwood.
Mm-hmm.
And and you take Gosberg along. Because why not? He's happy to see you.
You know, you are interrupting my rehearsal schedule. I need to get this thing down before it's time for some Diamus.
Well, then
I
why
mean,
are you joining
Why are you
us?
joining us?
Because you asked me to, and I can't
not
say no
forcing
to your
you.
pretty faces.
He might be useful. We don't have a healer on the team.
Are you saying you wouldn't say no if I told you to go back then?
I would go back immediately, yes.
You don't have a healer, dummies!
Again, I cannot say no to your pretty faces.
Alright.
Do you want to die?
I mean, at this point,
Well,
Maybe.
I've considered it.
Okay.
This conversation is
High-fiving
still
the
happening as you guys are getting ready in the wagon.
By the way, this is my lion. I have a lion now.
Oh.
Rawr.
Yeah, you see. Describe the lion for us again.
Huh?
Describe the lion for us again.
Oh, he's basically like a green yellowish lion with like green yellowish fur, but the mane is made out of like weeping vines and stuff like that. I call him Cornelius.
I mean, he is.
I'm writing it.
Can I, when I show up, may I also take a ride on
No!
the lion?
Yes, baby. No, he's mine!
Come on, he like spreads himself out of the lion so there's no room for anyone else. No!
Only if you pay. Or no, only if you donate to the church.
Church of God! You guys head on your way. Gosberg is the only one with his own mount, as he is on the line. What? There's nowhere to buy one here in town, really.
You can get one
Unless
of those
you want
giant
a
bat
mule.
skeletons.
You want one of the Deathwings?
I'm a mountain dwarf in
That's
splint
what-
armor. I'll just
No, that's
stay in the wagon.
the big bats that the Night Riders rode.
That's what
Is
the
it
orcs
right?
are called.
I think so.
Night gliders
They're not gliders.
were the halflings.
Oh, what were the orcs called?
The red fangs of
Glad
Shargas.
we're on the same page.
I was just saying, just get a freaking Mordenkainen to resurrect one of those guys for you.
Mordenkainen's not a cleric.
Yeah, but he's a wizard and he's like necromancy.
Necromancy?
Necromancy's
He's probably got a head in a jar somewhere.
Probably. The thing that you always want to bother Mordenkainen. You're the reason he's growing old.
Me or Gosberg, because Gosberg's not bothering him too much.
No, I mean you.
It's like Gosberg isn't bothering him too much. Hey, Mordenkainen!
Mordenkainen, I need you to check these prints for no specific reason. If you do this, I will give you one.
There's a
One
magic
free
shop
hug.
right down the road.
Yeah, but I don't trust those people.
Not my problem.
Okay. Yeah, so where are we heading to? Darkwood?
Zafrab is going to deal with Ricky, and then he'll meet up with you guys, he says.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
What do you
Alright,
want,
only
Santa?
long range. Alright, let's do this.
What can Ricka do for you, Zaffarabaru?
We're going to do that when Jordan gets here.
Okay.
What can Ricky do for you?
But remember you say that. So you guys take the 2-day journey to Darkwood. It's a quiet ride. Not much happens along the way.
Hallelujah, it's raining man.
Nice.
Is that what you're singing for your
Shantamus.
For Shantamus?
Yes, we're doing a whole song and dance. I'm doing a whole song and dance. You're just gonna find a raincoat.
You're not going to do it naked again, are you?
No, I'm starting it off with a raincoat, then I'm going to get naked.
Then I'm going to get naked.
I hear there's a party at Morden's Passing. I might go there. Some of them might be naked. So you're not going to be. Well.
I've also been working out for the past week. Need to get in tip-top shape.
Fuck, really.
Dwarves know how to party.
Dwarves do.
I
know
was
how to
trained by
party.
a dwarf, so I know.
Okay, so
You
what's
guys
going
do a
on?
lot of talking with yourselves, meeting your two. Gosberg, you hadn't met too many of the other members.
No, I haven't.
new
I'm not
members.
even there yet.
And you
I-
associate yourself with Schmiveldorf on the way.
Schmiveldorf. What kind of name is Schmiveldorf?
A dwarfen name.
Your parents must have hated you.
They were the noblest. I am of the noble blood.
Yes, but who-
Smiveldorf is an amazing name. It's beautiful. It's
What
from
does it
my
even
great,
mean?
great, great grand uncle's nephew's mother.
It is like
Immortalized!
Immortalized. What type of name is Godric?
It's Gosberg.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I can't even remember it. How am I supposed to get that right?
At least it's easier to remember than Schmiveldouche.
Oh, how rude.
Damn, you just gonna let him say that? Roll for initiative. No,
I have
just
two
kidding.
rules for that, Baron.
I am suddenly the DM.
We have fun.
We have fun.
I was waiting to see if you guys continue. Okay.
No. Dwarves
okay.
are fun. We're good.
Okay, so you guys, you arrive in Darkwood, which like Nutwood is a small little one of these woods towns.
Do they constantly are attacked by orcs?
Them not as much. They, especially since it appears things have calmed down with orc attacks.
But there's goblins on the loose?
Almost just tinier orcs.
From what Arental tells you,
Tinier
yes.
feet.
Goblins.
Yeah, you arrive in town.
Is it Razad?
I freaking love Razad.
You arrive in town,
Mm-hmm.
and the townsfolk seem to be in a state of like panic and excitement as you arrive.
What? Excitement.
Like not excitement in like, hey, it's like like things are going like people are like looking in barrels or like looking for things and like running around doing stuff.
What's going on here? Anyone know what's going on? Schmivadolf, what's going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, random townsperson.
Yeah,
What's going
what?
on?
Oh, yeah, goblins raided us again.
Oh.
Do you
They
think they're
take
hiding?
raiding.
Do you think they're hiding? Is that why you're looking everywhere?
What?
What direction did they come from?
They came from the south, but we keep trying to track them, and we lose track of them.
I can probably track them.
I would be mighty kind to you. I'd may have posted a reward, but we can't find where the little buggers are hiding. They seem to be really good at that.
Have you tried putting out a goblin trap?
We tried putting out many goblin traps, but it didn't work. They wouldn't take the bait.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even the cheese?
Not the cheese, nor the stinkiest cheese, or the
What about warhammers?
bologna.
Did you try alcohol?
We tried some alcohol. We tried little mannequins, scarecrow things. They look like sexy goblins. We tried. We
where
were
are
at
those?
our wits' end. It didn't work.
How about we try?
I might be able to catch them if you go quick. They were only here a moment ago.
I heard you can track them.
Yeah, I can track him. I can track him.
Do you need a way for tracking, or we just loop it?
Okay.
What was that, Tori? You follow Karina? Okay, roll a survival check.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
23.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You got 23?
Yeah.
That is what
Okay,
I'm
that's pretty
talking
fucking
about.
Can you hand me that?
Ranger, buddy. What at?
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm not quite as good a skill monkey as a bard, but you know, I manage.
Get by.
Yeah, I get back.
You get by. That's all we could ever ask, honestly.
Look, I'm just here for soup and warhammers, like soup and getting
As
hammered.
you are trying to find these goblin tracks, they're pretty obvious at the start of the town because you can see their prints in the dust, and
Right.
you can ascertain from the people like the missing looking like, God damn it, they took the barrel of fish or crackers or what, like they stole our damn foodstuffs again. And you begin following things out into the forest. And you're able to follow it okay, but you're noticing it is getting very hard to track it. Like this is very crafty, very stealthy. And old Jim, in the old Jim bot.
Oh god, he's bringing that with us?
The gym bot!
Unless
No wonder
someone
we
tells
can't-
him not to.
Stay back about 30 feet. You'll be
All right.
loud.
Okay.
You know, I just realized, how come nobody ever decided to hook up a wagon to the gym bot?
Don't look at me. I don't know.
This thing can make 90-degree turns. It's not the best idea.
Why don't you just get wheels that, like, are on some kind of weird ball?
Look, man,
That-
I'm not a wagon designer.
Can make millions off this idea.
You can make millions of gym bots.
Yeah, it's kind of a niche market you're going for there.
Don't know who's texting me.
Jordan, maybe?
Maybe Jordan. Let's see if it's Jordan.
If the IRS.
It's the IRS. Cheese it, boys.
Cheese it.
Jordan's on his way back.
Get me more
Yay!
rice.
Whoa.
And by someone, I mean Andy, if you'd be so kind.
To do what?
I would like some more rice.
Right.
And old Jim says from the back, like, I know you want me to be quiet, but we're actually pretty close to the place where I hid the jar.
Okay.
So that's a consideration.
Well, if we can't find the goblins, I guess we may as well find the jar.
Just get it, or you want more?
And you
That's good.
You want
come
chicken or
to
gravy?
Have some chicken, actually.
after a good while, like probably about an hour and a half of tracking, you come to a natural spring, a lovely little spring that appears that that has, it's just water pouring into it, and it's very nice, very serene. You can hear the birds singing. The sunlight seems to shine on this little glade perfectly. That creates a very beautiful sight. And the tracks disappear here.
Can I roll a nature check to see, like, what the fuck?
What the fuck what?
Like, if
you
they're
were a
they're
goblin.
covering their tracks naturally, or if it's magic or something.
Sure. You're gonna use what? Alright. Tyler, what'd you get?
What would it have been? Nature?
Yeah.
22.
22? Yeah, this isn't a natural obscurement.
It's like the tracks are there for one step and then they're
tracks
gone.
are there, and then they go into, like, they reach a certain point, and it's not exactly tracks you've been following. You've also been following the telltale, like, snapped branches or parted brush. Because footprints would not have gotten you this far.
Right.
And you're in a grassy area. There's no footprints to be seen. You just, like, looking around the immediate area, you don't see the next sign to follow.
Right. Okay.
Torvi, you use Wayfinder's Locus ability, and you can tell that a tree stump near this glade is absolutely away to the wilds.
But everyone so far has said goblins.
Maybe the super goblins, or a goblera.
What did the tracks look like?
Yeah, can I, based off what the villagers described, can I make an intelligence check to see if that was goblins or if they're just idiots?
They looked like tiny feet
Okay.
in shoes. It's
And shoot.
not much you can do.
So we know they're not
And
halflings.
from the description that I got, it was goblins. Like, the villagers are pretty convinced it's goblins.
The villagers seem to think it was goblins.
Okay.
Wait, are they blue or green?
You didn't ask anyone.
You asked one person and everyone left.
Gotta say, Torvi, I don't think they'll fit in that tree stump.
I mean, we can cut it in half.
It's a very strange tree stump that you can kind of like get inside.
Okay.
Like from
Oh,
a
so it's like
hollowed
a
out-
fallen log?
Yeah,
something?
it's a fairly large tree.
Okay.
It's a very large tree
Wait,
stump.
maybe they can fit inside.
Goblins are smaller than you, actually. They can probably fit in there.
And Torvi goes inside.
I heft my
and
warhammers.
Doesn't
in
come
waiting.
out. Torvi, you emerge from the tree stump and you find yourself in an altogether very similar forest.
Oh, good.
What you find, Torvi?
You don't hear her.
Oh, good.
Torvi?
The tree ate her. Let's continue on. Let's go back to
It
the
just
box.
ate her?
No!
It's a very dangerous wild tree, man. They eat people.
Oh my god, it's an ant!
Yes. Yes, it is.
Tommy! Don't die, I'm coming to save you!
What, you just gonna go in?
Yes.
Gosberg goes in.
I'll kind of
no, it ain't
try
him too, let's
to
leave.
watch him.
Gosberg follows you out, Torvi.
I know it ate them both. Let's leave.
Should we at least destroy it?
We can burn it.
All right. Here, let me break it into little pieces first. I take my warhammers and I start smashing it to bits.
Do you for real start doing that?
No, I don't know where they went. I don't think.
You look
trees
inside and
eat
you don't see
people.
them in the tree stump anymore.
Go
They kind of
win,
vanish
go
in the
win,
darkness.
Go win, go
The
win.
tree stump, the way in is angled
Did I-
in such a way against the sun you don't see anything inside.
Did I see Torvi take out Wayfinder?
Yes.
And I've seen her do it before, so
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's a portal. Let's roll in.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Because I was dicking around. Let's go.
Because I was
And
kicking
since-
around.
I smashed.
Since Jordan is
another
on
piece
his
of the
way,
tree.
We will say Zafrab caught up to you guys at some point, and then is with you during this exchange.
He's just riding his
Just so we
tiny
don't have to waste
gazer.
time with it.
No, he's on my back.
The whole time.
You're
we
not
just,
strong
we just
enough to
forgot
carry
about him.
Zafra.
He's on my
joking.
back.
Yeah.
Yodeling.
Yeah, he's on
Use my
Swiveldore's
arms
back.
like backpack straps.
Asgarix
Domino
followed
carry.
Torvi, and Peepers is with Zafrab floating not far behind.
I have Mala.
Does the lion go in with you guys?
Nah,
The lion stays on the other side?
Dave's
just-
outside.
Okay.
Mala comes in with me.
Stay
Okay.
here, Cornelius.
Yeah. Old Jim and the lion guard the stump from the other side.
Oh, good.
Yo, Jim!
We got the iron curtain between us and anything trying to get in. I think that's good.
I mean, that old Jim bot has more hit points than any of you, so yeah.
I mean, literally, it's an iron curtain.
I'll just back it up. Beep, beep, beep. Don't worry, you guys are safe. Beep,
And
beep.
accidentally-
Nothing's going in there. Beep.
Then accidentally destroys the log.
Too far.
Just puts another fucking dent in the thing.
I know, right?
Yeah, you guys emerge on the Fae side of things.
The
In an
Fae
even more
side of
serene and beautiful
Oh my god.
glade.
Oh my god. Are we dead? Has the Ent eaten us and killed us?
Now we're in the Feywild.
What the fuck is the Feywilds?
You've been here before.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. It's the fairyland.
Gotta say,
Oh.
this
Never
is
mind.
pretty cool.
When you guys crossed over in the water
Just stick with
portal,
us. Don't worry,
I've
no.
not
After the
seen
trolls?
There's some nasty
I've not
things
seen
crawling around.
Good, beautiful
Were you
things
there?
can all
You
fall
weren't,
nasty
that's
traps.
right.
So, alright.
I
There's
have
also nasty things.
that's right. You weren't there for that. You were there for it
There's
was
a shop
with
that
when the
rolls.
trolls
Quite
came,
terrifying.
and then you guys
That can crawl
were
on
dealing
the
with the trolls, like in the
Sounds
swamp
nasty.
area,
yeah.
and then followed them.
Tasted very good.
Well, you were escorting
case,
townsfolk
I
who
wouldn't
were
mind to run into
following Marshy Morga and her traveling house, and she went into a pool of water,
Got it.
and then everyone jumped in after her because that was a portal to the Feywild.
Got it, okay.
So Gosberg spent some time in the Feywild.
Okay. Oh, okay, let's go. We're not dead yet.
I mean, give it time.
Yes, give it time. I'm sure you will live past all of us.
I mean, going on racial, yes. Statistically, probably not. I'm the one that's almost died the most.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Dragon Breath is very, very mean.
Yes.
What?
Do you want to look for traps over here?
Yeah.
Tracks.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
It's raining man.
I'm getting ready.
Survival? That's a 9.
Ready for what?
All right. 9 total.
Yeah, 9 total.
What are you getting ready for?
You don't see any more tracks.
Hang on, wait. Is this technically a forest?
Yes.
Okay, let me just remember what fucking favored terrain does.
Is it desert?
What?
I'm just saying, like, his favorite terrain, is it desert?
I'm confused.
Is your favorite terrain desert?
I mean, he asked forest, so
Very confused.
taking a guess.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, Torby, what would you like to do?
That is, instead of a 9, it's a,
Is it double
13.
proficiency? Yeah, so it's not.
Okay.
I don't get advantage, but it doubles my proficiency bonus.
Okay. From this side, you don't see the tracks as clearly.
Mhm.
You don't see any signs of movement as much. So where they are from this point, you're unsure. Alright, Asgerix will try to do so. With his keen smell. I rolled for him. It's cool.
I realize we can just go back and smash the portal on our side, the receiving end. They can't get through.
True.
However,
Sounds
as
like it could be resource though. No.
But if things know about the portal, they can go back and ready damage.
yeah, what do you say to Asgerix?
You don't know how many goblins there are.
Goblins usually travel in packs of 12.
Not to mention the camp size. So.
Camps usually comes in sizes of 12.
It may be a safer option, so.
Options usually come in 12.
Usually they
I
come
can
in
find them.
maybe 2 or 3.
I will. And Asgrix begins prowling about after his new prey, and with a 20, he does succeed and find a trail to follow.
So here's a question, Torvi. Would it be better to just destroy the portal on our side so that nothing can come through, in case other things know about it? I mean, they're goblins. All signs point to goblins.
I reckon you won't talk too much.
Do you speak goblin? I mean, goblins are intelligent, yes. They're not, like, giants. They're not stupid.
It depends on the type of giant.
I mean, hill giants.
Asgrix comes bounding back and says, "Up ahead. 3 prey."
Well, we can take out the goblins and decide what to do with the portal after.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
We capture them and then interrogate them.
Well, does anyone speak goblin?
No, but we could find someone who knows sign language and
I
then
don't-
teach the goblins sign language.
Alright, show us the goblins.
Hmm?
Dealing with that.
I cannot tell. They were too far from a distance, but they appear to be. They have the long ears and noses.
Or that all.
So, Jordan does not have comprehend languages, at least pulled out, so... Let me look at you.
Do you guys follow Asgrix?
Yep.
I'll
Yeah.
follow.
Alright, Asgrix takes you to a rocky outcropping as you guys are traveling. Distanced a bit from the forest. Still part of it, but you're kind of on the side of a bit of a hill and mountain situation now.
I'm gonna roll shield.
Yes, you may all stealth. If you wish.
I will also stealth.
Good.
Well, he
Do
said he
so.
could. He said he could see them from a distance.
I get disadvantage with the plate armor.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gosberg,
What up?
stay about, like, 30 feet behind us so you can hear us if we yell, but not, like, too close to be detected.
It's going to be a 4.
Alright.
11.
Alright.
Can I do this?
Hmm?
Can I stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
stealth?
He advised you to stay 30 feet back, but
I'm gonna jump onto the ground. I'm just gonna start slithering. I'm gonna do my own theme song while the entire thing.
well, fuck stealth.
Dun 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 dun.
I realize now at this moment, Karina, before this point, you have never worked with people in heavy armor before,
This is why I work
and
alone.
they are noisy. You'd only worked with people in light or no armor.
Dun 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 dun.
Also people with common sense, but
Stealthing around with my friends.
It's like Kronk.
They're all 4.
No.
They're all roughly 4.
Do you want to try to stealth away from him?
that's what I was gonna do. Because I moved twice his...
Well, you guys are on a rocky outcropping, and you can't move quickly stealthily.
I can, if I move by myself. If it's still forest.
And you can see, on the ground, several hundred feet away, you see some you're kind of on the side of a mountain, but it is forest. You see several hundred feet away in a bit of a clearing, you see several goblinoid figures around who have some boxes and barrels that they were carrying, and they appear to be arguing
Okay, I have an idea.
or bickering.
Okay, I have an idea. Who here knows the ability Meteor?
What?
Do you see any casters here? I mean, yeah, but I don't think he feels
I'm a
like
ranger.
it.
Yes, you wear light armor and I have very low opinions of your strength.
So what are you asking me to do?
Can you cast a meteor from the sky to smash the goblins?
I'm not sure he understands who you are.
Because I have seen that happen and it is cool. I want
I'm
to
not
see it
a
again.
wizard.
Okay,
Only wizards can do that.
got it. You're not a wizard.
What was that?
They're several hundred feet away. I think we can only tell they're goblinoid.
What was that, Meg? They appear to be talking and taking a breather.
And they're several hundred feet away.
We're up on the
Perfect
cliff
time
face,
to
you
murder
Yes.
them.
said? And they're down below us?
Yeah.
What's the terrain between us and them, aside from the cliff face? Like, is it open fields, or is it like...
There are
Scrubby brush.
some trees and some bushes, and it's kind of just you might be able to slide down what you're on right now and jump on some rocks, but it wouldn't be the safest way to get down.
Well, would climbing gear aid me in getting down?
Climbing gear would.
Okay. Because what I can do is I can
What's that?
Oh, there's some gun in my head.
get down, observe what they're doing,
Trying Marco?
and signal you guys if I need to.
I can one piece up same.
So we can still maintain stuff.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
On helicopter, I can't hear you. Did you just chuck your dice?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick those up.
Yeah.
Lucky those are bright green and not like verdant green.
You know how many dice we've lost on this lawn?
How many?
A lot.
Probably like 3.
That's awful.
We find them eventually. Still.
So yeah, I'm gonna safely get down attempt to safely get down the cliff face.
Okay. In the amount of time it takes you to set up your climbing gear,
Mm-hmm.
they start moving again. But you may make an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
With advantage to.
Wait, how far is this cliffside?
It goes on for a bit more, but not in the direction that you see the goblins.
That's a 28.
Yeah, you rappel yourself down the cliff, and Mala follows. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm going to need someone to carry me.
There's a way around them?
Huh? They're still heading south, away from you guys.
Wait, could we trek around the cliff face? Without, since we don't have climbing gear? Like, is there another way to get down?
There is if you continue on your way, but it's not straight towards the goblins.
Okay. You mind if we head that way?
I'm already down.
Alright, yeah, we'll head that way. I'll kind of see if I can catch your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
it's
yeah.
not.
It's more of a detour, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll just take a detour while you stealth ahead of us.
Do they look hampered by what they're carrying? The goblins.
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna stealth by myself up behind them, or like not right behind them, but maintain some form of stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 25.
Okay. It takes you a long time because you are stealthing.
Is it still technically forest?
It is technically forest.
It does not take me any extra time.
Okay.
Natural Explorer feat.
Still,
Part of Natural Explorer.
is part of that you can move at a normal pace
Yes.
while stealthing. Okay, then. You are good then.
When I'm by myself. If I'm with these fuckers, I can't.
Okay.
When
In
it's
that
just
case,
myself.
you are not hindered by the forest. The rest of you are going around and going to try and track. With Asgarix at your side, that's not too difficult. And you are continuing, and eventually, you are. How close do you want to get to the goblins?
As close as I can safely. Like, so I don't lose sight of them behind brush or anything, but they can't look back and catch me really quick. So like,
Okay.
40 feet maybe?
We'll get within like 100, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get about 50 feet away, which is about as close as you think you could safely do. When they've taken another break, apparently one of them's kind of chubbier, and is.
All right, I have an
And you
idea,
hear their
everyone.
screechy voices like,
Slightly.
"Go!"
Are they speaking common or goblin?
What language do you speak, Goblin?
Common, Elven, Draconic, Thieves' Cant, and Giant.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know what language they're speaking.
Okay.
And they look like goblins?
Now that I'm close enough, can I make an intelligence check that they are goblins?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay.
Say the word and I will javelin the crap out of one of them.
Like 100 feet away, shut your mouth.
18.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, they look like goblins.
Are you gonna come tell us?
I have an idea.
Are you gonna come tell us then?
Guys, I have an idea. I could summon a lion and it could carry us into battle.
You can speak to animals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, birds specifically, but yeah, animals.
Well, Mala is in.
Yes.
Is a bird. I'm gonna send Mala back with a message for Gosberg saying all signs point to goblins.
How do you send a message? Oh yes, he can talk to birds.
Yes!
Oh. Oh.
I can speak to the birds!
Yeah, Mala comes flying back to you and your group, guys. And Mala flies back and is like, they're goblins.
Yes, I knew it! Thank you, Molly. Just saying, I'm not being quiet about this. I'm a very loud man.
I know, I keep hitting you. Come on. We're
what?
already within 100.
You what, Torby? You aren't. You guys aren't.
No.
You guys are much slower, and you took a detour.
I cast Find Steed.
How long does that take? 10 minutes?
Wait, let me check here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 10-minute spell.
Check me. Someone have a book?
What?
I can look
Player's
it up real
handbook.
quick.
Thank you. I thought that was only for... Wait, is Find Steed a ritual? I forgot if it was.
It's not a ritual, but it does take 10 minutes, I think.
Okay.
Paladin spell, yeah?
Yep.
What?
What level?
Because you said that I think right?
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes.
Ah, okay.
And it's second level.
Got it. God, I thought it was 10 minutes if it was a ritual. Okay. That was a ritual. Never mind.
Yep.
I have an idea. I could cast Misty Step.
That will get you about, like, 30 feet or something
30, yeah, 30 feet.
at a time.
Every time? At a time?
It's 30 feet at a time.
How many times can you cast
Every time you cast it.
Yes, but I'm thinking like I get it within 30 feet. Teleport in between them all. And then start wrecking shit up!
That's if you can get within 30 feet quietly, but like... Yeah, okay. Probably. I'll pull out my javelins, and then...
You guys don't see the goblins just yet,
Okay.
but you can definitely have Mala lead you back to Karina.
Sure. I'll
No.
do that.
Let's go within like 100, 150
No.
feet or something. 100, 120.
I'm within 50
Take
feet.
me
But
back!
you do hear, Karina, you do hear at Gosberg's exclamations, as soon as they hear that, the leader of the goblins, what looks like, begins ushering them to move again. And they're moving again.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna keep following.
We're gonna go with speeding up.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, we're gonna
I only
speed up.
moved 25 feet though.
Me too. Me too.
Hey, I found a buddy!
Hold up, we can move 50 feet. We're sprinting now.
Yeah! High five!
Oh yeah!
Should have brought my lion. Oh man.
Are they walking in any specific pattern? Or are
Uh,
they just kind of like loosely following one
I'm an
person?
idiot.
Ooh.
I was so caught up in doing everything else, and then when you were like, "Oh, we're done," and I was like, "Yeah."
Give me the book. Give me the book.
I'm sorry.
Give me the book.
Give
me the book. Give me the book.
Can you look up Moonbeam for me, someone?
Yeah.
Moonbeam?
Yeah, it's a paladin spell. I want to see the range.
Oh, I think I
The range
God.
is 60 feet,
Damn
Okay,
it.
thank you.
Go ahead and...
if I remember correctly. Let me double check.
Okay.
I didn't
Uh,
give you
ooh,
your
actually,
spell
it's
sheet.
120.
That's not bad, too.
It is?
That's
Yeah,
why I
okay.
didn't.
You have a 5-foot radius, but yeah, it's sick AF, dude.
It's 60 feet.
120 foot range.
Yeah.
And how far are we?
That's 120 foot range.
Okay.
So you can cast it up to 120 feet away from you.
Are
It's
they,
a 5 foot.
I know, but are they within us?
No, you guys are way.
5 foot
you guys are
radius.
way
It's
far.
120. We're sprinting to catch up. Apparently, we are still several of hundreds of feet away.
Because you guys,
So spell
basically,
slots
I
and
went
stuff?
down directly
You
to
have
you. You guys
everything
had to
there.
walk
So
way
5
out.
feet radius. That's like a 9 by 9, or it's like a 15
Use
or
that chart. Get yourself
5 foot
and
radius.
10.
10 feet thing.
Yeah,
Is the pencil
Does it
right
say
there?
radius or diameter?
Go for it.
radius.
I can't find it.
40 foot high, but yeah, that means you can
There it
hit.
is.
10 feet.
Yeah.
This is all
So
steps.
if they're clustered, you can hit like 4 people.
I assume that it looks like they're clustered though. That's the thing.
Well, there's
That's
3,
why I asked.
but there's only 3 of them, so you can only hit 3 of them though.
Hey, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
So
What
to
up?
catch up, Zaphra,
No.
Oh,
you guys partied in the mead hall for a bit.
But I can't.
I
Did
won
you leave?
5 gold pieces.
Were you there for Mr. Crowley?
No, he left before we
No,
started.
he left before we started. That's right. Old Jim's landlord, a man by the name of Mr. Crowley, approached
Looking at yourself, I'm sorry.
and basically told Old Jim to bring him the jar because that end of the deal needs to be completed. You guys went back home. You took a rest for the night because it had been getting pretty late and you all were pretty damn tired by that point. And then the team was about to head out for Darkwood, which was a town near where Old Jim says he hid it. And from what Arental tells you, was having trouble with goblins recently. And if you wanted to talk with Ricky, I gave you the chance to basically talk to him and then catch up in a bit, and then you're with the party right now.
Talk to Ricky. Talk to Ricky.
You want to do that real quick? All right, let's role play. Cut away to a few days ago, since we're back. Since Jordan is back.
Alright, so
Everyone else is in the new wagon you guys got from Arental, with pulled by Buffalo, and you see Ricky on the street.
oh hey there, Ricky.
Oh, hey there, Zaffarana.
So,
What can old Ricky do for you?
well, I understand that a friend of mine ended up. Well, I asked a friend of mine to help me make a shield.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, a friend of yours is a friend of Ricky's.
Although they ended up breaking into your shop and got arrested.
Wait, who's your friend again? Wait, who's your friend?
Karina.
Oh, I'm going to marry that elf bitch!
So, since Karina doesn't actually have decent access to a forge, I was wondering if you could help me make the shield from this shell.
Wait, what's his shell?
It's a flail snail shell.
You don't have it with you. It weighs like it weighs like 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's a flail snail shell.
What can I do for flail snail? Shell.
You can make shields out of it.
Okay, can I enchant it?
It has some residual magic on it,
Mm-hmm.
but from what conversing with Zafrab, after that residual magic goes away, it can be used to create a magical shield.
Can I curse it?
Why? Why?
Seems reasonable, yeah.
I mean,
Teach me
anything's
to
possible.
deal with Ricky.
Oh, God, okay. I don't know.
But you
what's
wouldn't be
in
able to apply any enchantments to it until after that residual flail snail magic has gone.
Okay. I don't know. What's in it for old Ricky? Ricky don't do things for free unless you're Ricky's friend and you give Ricky a favor.
If I remember correctly, we were splitting the cost.
Yeah.
Now
That's
Ricky
what we were
wants.
doing. But how much?
Who is it for?
Mudfoot.
How much is
Oh, that's right.
How much is magical
We
weapon
don't have
usually?
access to a forge, sadly.
No, I know.
How much is a magical weapon usually?
That varies.
I have the money to get one set up.
Do you know what magic mouth is?
Yeah, you cast a spell on an object or a place or something, and basically, under a set of circumstances that you set, a phrase you say into it
How
will
about
activate.
I give you 200 gold.
So like you could be
Make it
like
300 because I
put it on
don't
your
like
front
that
door, and it's
bitch.
like okay when
Alright.
mom gets here, it's like hey sorry. didn't
That's
pick up milk,
bargaining.
had to go.
And
whatever you want to do.
you also got to, next year, you also have to attend my balls giving
wanna get that because-
celebration.
Roleplay wise.
No, you will not consider it. You even do it, you don't.
Because
I
that's
already
the
raised.
closest.
I already
he's
let you raise
closest
the price by
to her.
300.
Yeah, and that bitch freaking go to my shop,
She was arrested. I mean, it's fine.
and I won't dare to eat a piece of my finger.
I'm sorry, what?
And I said, Ricky won't dare to eat a piece of a finger. I don't know why Ricky said that. Ricky's very angry right now.
What's sticky?
You see a small axolotl on his shoulder go.
Yes!
No, Paulo.
It seems to be it's been aggravated by Ricky's enthusiasm,
All right. I'll attend the next ball's.
but it still appears happy because it's an axolotl.
Okay, now I will make that shield, and I will make sure it is what she deserves.
It's for Mudfoot.
Huh?
It's for Mudfoot.
It's not for me.
Oh, who is it for?
Mudfoot,
Who's
You don't know who that is.
Who's Mudfoot?
a friend of mine.
Oh,
He didn't break into your shop.
so he's not the one who broke into
No,
my shop.
Trina was helping me make it.
Okay,
but Trina can't.
that makes things a lot easier. I'll drop the price back to $250.
All right. Where's my
And
pencil?
you don't need to attend that Thanksgiving dinner anymore.
All right.
You can give it to Gwen.
Yes. I need my pencil.
Oh! Shit, I need a pencil.
That honestly, that guy just dodged a bullet because I was going to curse that thing so that it would generate nothing but mucus just all over that hand. Nobody steals from Ricky.
I didn't steal anything.
Yeah, but you stole my dignity.
There's a little thought bubble of Karina that he's arguing.
You stole my sense of community safety. This used to be a nice neighborhood.
Really? Then why do you dress up like an idiot and jump around on rooftops?
We're not gonna. It's not Ricky.
I don't do that. I sleep soundly at night.
The thought occurred to me, how much would it cost to get the supplies to set up my own forge? Well, I got proficiency in smith's tools. I want to do something with it.
It would, okay, thinking this over, I'll get back to you on that.
Crates are
It'd
red.
take a bit of doing. Part of it is just getting things together and finding the actual materials for it.
Yeah.
Buying smith's tools, and then...
Well, I mean, I have the... Oh, no, I don't carry them.
I just remembered I have a snake inside the store.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered that.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
I know.
I walked, like, we saw it in the wall, and I was like, oh, it's a snake. Yeah.
It'll get someone one day, and then
I
it'll be
know,
great.
right?
Check it out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then actually setting up the forge and what needs to be done in that. It could run... I'm not going to make it super pricey because it's just base metals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But just from what you need, it could be anywhere from like 10 to 50 gold, so it's
Oh.
not too bad.
Yeah, so can I...
It's just time consuming to find the stuff for
Can
it.
we say that in some of the downtime I've had, I've been working on that?
Parts of it you can get, other parts like the actual forge itself and other things are going to be much harder to get.
Right.
It's
That
the
needs to
cheap,
be shipped.
easy to find bits.
If anything, I can just track to Emberhold when I get some free time.
Yeah. Alright, so that's done.
Yeah, okay.
So after that, Zafrab, you guys reached Darkwood, which had been having a problem with goblins. Apparently, fresh from a goblin raid, where the goblins had stolen food and stuff. Your companions and you tracked the goblins to a wonderful, beautiful glade, where you guys found a portal to the wilds yet again, in a tree stump.
My blood's already wine.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it actually is.
Can I
Why?
have your
The
pencil
Feywild
back, please?
magic.
Oh.
And I have, like, weird purple...
Just give me the
scale things.
thing.
You have scales and your eyes changed a bit.
Yeah, they did.
Scales in your eyes?
No. I have, like, all my freckles
Jordan,
turned to,
what
like,
does
purplish
bestow curse
scales.
do?
And then my eye color changed.
Give someone a curse.
And
question.
Torby's
What
hair color
makes
changed.
Wait, let me.
Moon elf.
I
Oh,
have
sick as hell.
the-
Alright.
Someone.
you've been
So, like, I
tracking
already have
the
like, pale violet
What's
skin, but then
stinking
I have,
cloud?
like, purple
I know you know.
freckles that are
stinking
like,
cloud. You can
kind
look
of
up anything,
cool
but
scale
basically,
things.
Jordan, what does stinking cloud do?
I
Probably
haven't
stinks.
looked at stinking clouds.
You
Stinking
create a
cloud,
fart
it-
cloud that
Yeah,
makes
that's
people sick. I think.
essentially
I don't know if it
It-
deals actual damage.
It doesn't.
Either
It
way,
just makes
I
the
might-
area. It makes it
You get
hard to
12
move
total,
through.
remember?
They
Yeah.
have to make a con save or be
Okay, you're not gonna fill those
incapacitated.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait.
It's literally
Sorry,
a
I
one
was-
shot.
Con save
Cantrips
against
don't count
poison.
for
Are you looking
Yeah.
for it?
number of
On a failed
I was looking for
save,
the-
you have to
the
spend your turn
spell
retching and reeling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
If
for
you
the
don't
spell.
breathe or you're
And then I
immune,
could
you
probably
succeed.
only
Yeah, you
get- I can
And a
get
moderate
2
wind at
and
least 10
then
miles per
1.
hour disperses
I mean,
the
you can
cloud.
get as
I
many.
don't have this spell. Oh, there's.
But yeah,
Oh, after
absolutely
4
get some
rounds.
dwarf and different
A strong wind, 20 miles an hour, only takes 1 round.
Yeah.
Dimension doors.
It's
really
not
good at
especially useful.
creating
it's a bard
invisibility
spell.
makes you
That's
invisible
Meg.
for a minute.
I mean, yeah, but
she's
if you
undead.
fail the
And her-
Constitution
and her audio
save,
She went robot.
Garbage.
then you just
She's a
can't take
robot.
your turns.
She's
That's
been
pretty
going
sick.
robot like 3/4 of the time.
Yep.
Polymorph
Eric,
allows
got
you
to,
turn
you're
yourself or others
a
into
robot.
Robota.
Oh my god.
Animate objects is really good. You get to animate
Ah, my throat hurts.
inanimate
If you
objects
want to go
around
back
you
home and help me get a forge
and
set
have
up,
them fight for you or do
at
whatever,
Everhold.
great restoration.
Or, like,
is
get-
nice
get
'cause it just
supplies and
removes
stuff and
all
help me bring
bad
it back
things,
to-
like
that would.
I'm sure I have
persons,
some
all kinds of stuff.
connections, yeah.
Yes.
Hold monsters like hold persons.
Because like I got the proficiency in Smith's
Cast
tools,
cure. Heal.
just because I was like that'd be something fun to do. Like I can make my own daggers and
Erase
stuff.
the memory.
That'd be cool,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Raise
why
dead
not?
is a resurrection.
And I
Don't you need to like? Don't you need to buy the materials though?
God's paladin, his
for
healing
specific
ability
items,
is
yeah. But like we have so much money, and
It's
since
there,
Harper's
it's
not
pretty
letting
good.
us buy like
And
magic
he is
items,
the main
I'm just
dealer.
gonna use it like
it's
a
up
little
to
bit of
you.
money to make some stuff.
We can't buy magic
just
items.
You'll get more.
Depending on what they are, they want it to be more of like a quest thing.
Hmm.
Like you go on like some like adventure to get it, not just like you walk into a shop and buy it.
What was
Okay.
that? What are we talking about?
I'm talking
Magic
about how like we have a fair amount of money because I had that fucking fire ruby that I gave Arental. But because you don't let us necessarily buy magic items, I'm just gonna use it to make stuff and maybe have Jordan enchant.
Well, it's harder to find magic shops
Yeah.
in general.
No, I know.
You guys are kind of on the frontier. Zafrab's shop is the only magic
No,
shop.
I know. But like I'm saying, the stuff that I would normally be able to use money for, I can't necessarily. So I'm just gonna kind of make my own stuff.
All right. Sorry, I was helping Gwen get their spells
I have
figured
a
out.
question
Hmm.
with this one.
Yes.
That's
You can definitely spend. It takes a bit.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll probably visit that.
Oh, it gives you extra strength. I'm gonna turn an actual potion.
Because the one was
In the Ricky.
Oh, that's not an angel at all.
No, it's not.
What's not an angel?
Ricky.
In the eyes of Ricky. I don't know if I'd go so far to say that's the opposite, but damn.
Ricky now.
I need to ask my bag tactical advice. 'Cause I haven't
Ricky is
talked to him
now
in a while.
250
In-game.
gold richer.
Yeah. Also, he now has a new enemy.
Cream.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun fight. Mostly because Ricky can't do jack crap without revealing himself, so. I don't know. He might sneak her in the night and eat her or something. I don't know.
Just leave
You know I don't
sometimes.
sleep, right?
Oh,
Wait, really?
Elves
Yeah.
don't sleep. They enter a trance.
Oh,
And
really?
I only have to do it for 4 hours.
Oh, that's bullcrap. I
And
hate
you're
elves in
still
D&D.
alert.
And I'm still alert, yeah.
I hate elves in D&D. I feel like they're really overpowered.
They're really not.
That-
They're just elves.
It's just one thing.
Yes.
Well, they also
So you guys are following the trail. Karina, you're following behind.
Mhm.
And the others, you can vaguely hear them in the distance, the sound of metal jangling as Gosberg and Schmibbeldorf are now sprinting.
Hey guys!
Wait,
Shut I don't suppose you have silence?
Against, all right.
Silence also only
silence
targets an
is
area, not a
not.
person.
It's not a wizard spell.
That's
Is
awesome.
a bard, warlock?
Monk spell also.
Cleric.
It's a cleric
And
spell.
cleric
yeah.
spell.
Yes.
That's the only one.
You guys are going, and Karina, you're following, and as you're following, something about the area, there's like a wind that passes through the area, and everything seems to like, something weird happens, but everything seems the same, and you're not sure what the deal is.
Can I make a nature check?
Well, better keep
To see,
going.
like, if it was
Better keep going.
just like a natural wind, or if it was
Sure.
something else. Ooh. 26.
It didn't seem natural. It seemed like something else, but it doesn't. Nothing seems to be that different. It still seems.
Okay.
Yeah, like a weird trick of the light or something.
Okay.
Almost. And you're passing through it, and they're following you, and you're trying to follow them as best you can, and you're finding lots of obstacles in your way, like fallen trees and such. And then you come to this this large open patch of grass, and the goblins have passed it by this point.
Oh, was I slowed down by this stuff?
Yeah, a little bit.
Let me.
But you can still see them in the distance.
My bad.
Question. It says difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
You didn't have to, but you had to go around trees and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So it's just unwalkable terrain.
Yeah.
It's not like thick grass.
It's
or
not
Yeah,
just
unless you wanted to make
difficult.
more noise than you
No.
want to make, or just like the sheer amount of effort it takes to climb over some
Yeah,
trees.
Okay.
Uh,
If it was just fallen trees, yeah, I'm fine with that.
and you're walking across this field, and then your foot gets wet and you fall into the grass, and you find you are now underwater.
I'm gonna try to get out.
And you now actually make an athletics check, because you now appear to be swept up in a river.
Feywild, everyone.
5.
All right, the river is
minus
taking you
2?
downstream.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy. I guess you're not gonna cry out for us, trying to be stealthy.
Okay,
or- I don't know how long
but
it
your
takes for us
companion
catch
to
up.
speed
I'm
things up, because Gwen
underwater.
has to go.
Not me. Meg.
Oh, Meg has to go. That's
Yeah.
right, Meg has to go. To speed things up a bit, because you showed me the text, and I was like, oh, Gwen has to go? No, you got it.
Yeah.
They have. Okay. Meg has to go. You guys approach, and you see this patch of grass, and you see Karina occasionally popping out like a bad Skyrim error, just occasionally popping up from the ground,
By the way,
the
out of
grass,
rice.
and going
I'm not the best person anyways.
essentially east.
I'll go try to grab,
No!
pull
Yeah.
them out of the
You
grass.
approach, and you feel your feet get wet.
Is it like an immediate wet, or like...
As you get closer, you feel your feet get wet, and you feel the force of running water.
Alright. I'm gonna try to stick out a javelin for Karina to grab. Not the pointy end, though.
Good.
That's smart. Good.
Glad you know.
Roll for pointy end. It's like, I'll get you. It's like, wait. It's like, I'm sorry, fighting is all I know how to do. It's in the class. Yeah, and I'll say you just do it. You just pull Karina out.
Are you okay? Do you need CPR? Do you need me to defib your body?
No, I'm fine.
What was that, Meg? Yeah. Make a perception check.
Lay on hands.
It was a what?
It was a hold on.
Well, tell me what it is. Okay, well, you see the goblins then
21.
And you see one goblin in particular looking back at you. At like they have noticed you and are chuckling at your the downfall you guys are dealing with.
How far away are they?
600 feet.
600.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one that's laughing at us.
Okay.
You're just gonna go over the disadvantage.
I don't have disadvantage.
Oh my god. What?
Sharpshooter, I
Sharpshooter,
think.
buddy.
600?
Yep, 600 feet.
Holy
That's a
shit.
17 to hit.
So roll your damage. Yeah.
Just standard longbow damage, yeah.
D8.
That's
600 feet away.
Yeah, they already said that, Meg.
12 points of piercing damage.
Gwen, you take 12 points of piercing damage.
Fuck!
As an arrow comes from the now wet elf.
Fucking shit.
Everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Fighting Gwen.
Ah!
Gwen is the Krampus! No.
Can I... Oh, I threw the pencil back to you. I need
Yeah, you
the
did.
pencil.
May I? Dang.
That's mine.
I know.
Okay.
I'm just running my initiative.
I'm just gonna pack up and leave right now, okay, guys? Because I just got a -1.
Damn.
Every time!
Meanwhile,
Every time!
Meanwhile, in the future, Jordan.
Oh my god! Did you say 28?
Yes, he did.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God,
What is your
okay.
modifier?
So I'm not gonna ask who goes first, Jordan. Because
I mean,
none of
yeah.
you can possibly.
Oh wait,
beat
I
him.
didn't even roll yet.
Roll. I know.
Beat
no
him.
one is beating Jordan.
You could roll a natural 20 and not beat Jordan.
13.
All right. It's 13. Okay.
Meg,
Who got 20 and above? Shut up, Jordan. 15 and above.
Fuck.
Wait.
What about the other
Yes.
goblinoids?
They are all also readying weapons and such.
Alright.
I'm at 14. I just realized.
Hit me with a 12.
Gwen, what'd you get?
13.
Okay. 10 and above. Okay. What'd you get, Meg?
17.
All right.
pencil.
I wish I had literally.
I threw that one a
I'm
little harder
literally
that time.
right next to you. Just let me hand people stuff.
No, it's more fun this way.
I was about to say, it's kind of fun.
And then Gosberg at the bottom. Okay.
I don't even get to go ever.
I mean, honestly, that's a possibility depending on how this goes.
I mean, Megan, I can
Fuck.
kill all
What was
of them.
what was my little buddy's reaction to me getting fucking
They're freaking
shot?
out. They're like, ah!
Me, currently? Guys, it's alright. It's fine. Just...
I got this.
We're
You have
okay.
an arrow stuck in your body.
It's
like
fine.
Zafrab, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Well, I can already tell me and Karina aren't gonna get along.
Yes, I can cast Meteor Sword.
He asked me to do that earlier. I was like, I'm a ranger. I can't cast it. He was like, yeah, what's your point? I'm like,
So Zafrab sees Karina shoot an arrow, and then it's like, we're doing this. Mage armor, and you guys just watch Zafrab's jacket glow with the purple and silver energy for a minute. It's like, okay, this is happening. All right.
And then I guess I'm gonna walk forward.
There's a.
Cause
There's a.
Oh,
In the Invisi River.
Oh, the Invisi
okay.
River. How long does that
Um,
stay up?
How long do you want it to stay up?
oh, it's hallucinatory terrain.
Because it can last up to 24 hours.
Oh, that's fine then. I didn't know if I had to like focus on
We
it
don't.
or
We
something.
don't
I
even know.
Okay,
how,
cool.
I don't know how wide it
Wait,
is,
no,
but I'm
that's
gonna
not
try to
sta-
jump
that's a
over it.
standard
It can be really wide.
I've got.
I don't have
I've got
any
I
sense.
literally
athletics.
Tyler,
Yeah, you
I
realize
looked at
with
Harper and
this.
I went, what can I do to fuck with them right now to get them away?
What do I have that's a bonus action? Missing stuff.
Yes, Meg. You're on deck. No, ask now. None in particular, no.
I think she disconnected.
Yeah, I think a disconnect just happened.
I heard the beep.
Battlemaster fighter.
You back?
Who do I want to give a breath weapon to? You or you?
Can you do that as an action? Giving them...
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action?
Dragon's Breath.
See, well,
However, you did already cast a spell on your turn,
True. Never mind.
so you can only
wouldn't-
cast a cantrip.
I wouldn't worry about
I
me.
don't have anything to say.
I've got warhammers and javelins.
Okay, I also have a warhammer and a javelin.
Oh yeah, well I have
you're
2
that way.
warhammers.
I have a warhammer and a dagger.
I don't have
Oh yeah, well I have 2 hand
I think that's
axes.
what you have now.
I have a shield.
That was,
Oh yeah, I don't need a shield.
I have a beard.
Me
Okay.
too. What type of dwarf do you think I am?
I don't know.
That's right.
Why don't you tell me?
The best kind.
And what is
So,
kind is
my
that?
turn's
Hold on, I'm just watching this occur.
What's
This thing
happening?
between Reader and Gosberg being like, I have a beard. I also have a beard. It's like, I have a hammer. I have 2 hammers. Just this one-upmanship was really fun to watch.
Alright.
Was that Gwen?
You're my favorite person of the day.
Go boneheads.
Because I got this
Get out
on
of here,
purpose.
fly.
Like, solely
The
for
fly
purpose
wants
to start
chicken, but I won't let it have
It
any.
wants my dice.
Then I cast that and
I
I'm
know
like,
I'm not
"Hey,
gonna
guys,
get
let me
very far, but
explain."
I'm gonna just fucking dash, see how far I can get.
Can I pick him up and throw him?
If you go in the water, there's only
I'm
one
gonna have to
person
do that
can
anyway,
pull you
because my little babies
And
are
that's
freaking
him.
out
And
anyway.
even then, if you go too far,
I mean, they can
can't
handle
you.
themselves.
I believe it.
How wide is this?
Meg,
Like,
what do you
I
do?
mean,
I'm
she's
just saying, I have
disconnected.
No, she's not.
proficiency
Meg, what do you do?
in athletics.
I heard the beat.
And
You
a
heard the beep again?
+4.
There we go.
Oh.
I'm gonna leap as far as I can.
Before you go, what do you do?
How far can you leap?
I forget exactly what it is. But it's like your movement times your strength modifier or something like that.
Times?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Don't I get a wisdom?
I'll look it up.
save for the wisdom?
No. You can look at it if you want. Or can you? Is that a wizard spell? Then no.
It is.
What are you gonna do, Meg?
Hallucinatory right terrain, no. It's a bard and a druid spell.
Yep.
To what? Okay.
They're really far away, and there's a river between us.
Yeah, it looks like grass though.
Well, but she saw me fall in.
Yeah.
A river.
You could just swim through it.
Okay, make an athletics check.
So, I have a technicality question.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Never mind.
All right.
I was gonna ask, like, did I walk off a cliff into the river? Because you said I was walking, it got wet, and I fell in. But you, it is okay. But you told Reader there was like a part where it was like it was
Wet.
getting wet, and then
We could assume you just
You
splashed
went
me,
down
but-
bank a bit.
okay.
Yeah, you went off. We'll say for the sake of things, you went off a very steep bit, and he got on some beach. I thought we were gonna have to ditch someone for in 10 minutes, so I was speeding things up for the sake of things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Bye, Meg.
Bye, Meg.
But Torvi, like, yeah, but like an Olympic swimmer, Torvi crosses the grass river, and it looks super weird to all of you as Torvi swims through grass.
10!
You get across the river. Sure. Yeah.
So in
Unless
her,
you wanna
did
do
she
anything.
dash or no?
Yeah, I'd say you have to dash to do that.
Okay, so it's at least 60 feet.
I mean, it's not 60 feet. You got some walk speed left.
Oh, okay. So like 45 feet across. I don't think
But
so.
I will say the river is probably difficult terrain,
You're
actually.
in heavy armor.
I'm in, yeah, I think so.
So don't go in the
What
water.
was that, Meg?
Neither of you go in the water.
But my strength.
Doesn't matter. You have,
On our combined strength.
Combined strength.
All right, that's not very close, but you do so. Still like 500 some feet away.
underwater rules in there?
Far, so I'd have to be closer to them.
But you have many trees to use.
I think
Yeah.
That's it with your turn, Meg?
attacking unless it's with a trident. No, they can be all
Oh. They have full plate on.
I don't have full plate. He does, I think.
What do you say, Torvi?
I have full plate.
I have splint.
What?
So I think it's just one.
And I
level
respond,
below.
yes.
God damn.
Yes. Do you mind? Do you mind asking your friends not to fucking shoot me again?
That was not me! That was the elf!
Well, I can see them all getting ready to fucking fight us, so I need you to.
I was about to throw the javelin on the other side of this illusionary river! Do not lump me in with these miscreants!
I was definitely about to kill you.
I know.
Next up, Tyler's turn. What does Karina do?
I mean, I can't hear any of this, right? We're too far away.
No, they're talking. I mean, yeah, they're yelling. You can hear it. Shouting.
Okay.
Took
I'll
an
just put
arrow
my
to
bow
the
up, I guess.
fucking shoulder.
Yeah, at least it's not to me.
Yeah.
Like I took an arrow to the shin. He like takes off his shin guard. It's like, look at it. It's like, oh.
Yes, it never healed properly.
Zoinks.
What does Karina do?
I just put my bow up.
Okay, you put your bow up. Gwen, what do you Bits, Ruff, and Denny do?
Bits.
Or what do you do? I'll control those three.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
What do we do, boss?
So we're obviously not gonna kill them because there's way more of them than there are of us.
We are not
Not
going
with
to
that
kill-
attitude.
Guys. Rowan is just tired. Rowan's just like, okay,
I mean, like,
guys.
if they want to die, that's fine.
Yeah,
Giving them a
exactly.
chance.
Hey man, I got my javelins out.
Listen.
Come on.
Come on.
They're in
So-
the river. We might be able to lure a croc to them.
What is?
Tick tock.
Oh, have you not
Okay.
seen my dice?
No.
So my plan, I'm gonna explain. to
Totally
them, I'm gonna
baller,
try
dude.
and, like, calm them down so I can talk to them.
Those.
And like,
That's
so
why
I'm
I
gonna
originally
tell
got them because I was playing druid.
Let's stop acting like goblins.
Yeah.
Let's look like their normal selves. So that's what we're gonna do first.
Okay.
It also means that they're easier to. It's
Uh,
harder for them to.
yeah.
Though.
It's like, okay, are you sure about that, boss?
Yes, I'm positive. Please do it.
Okay. You all watch as the goblins
Oh no.
remove their goblin faces, and you now see what looks like a group of children.
Oh my god, it's
Or adults.
children!
There's one that looks like the oldest.
Seen a lot of
And then
shit
the
in my
rest
days,
are
guys.
looking.
What the fuck?
I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, you see 4 kids by your standards. The leader of which has described Rowan to us.
So Rowan is 5'5". He has.
5?
He has.
You're a child that's 5.
He was.
How old are you?
He got lost when he was 15.
Oh, makes sense. What are you, Peter Pan?
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Can he fly?
Not yet.
Are you voiced
Yes.
by Robin Williams?
Oh, I can. I can fly.
Yeah.
I am not
That's
voiced by Robin Williams.
So you're not
I
Peter
do,
Pan.
however, bear a striking resemblance to the beautiful being that's name is Ezra Miller.
Who's Ezra
Wow.
Miller?
The guy who played Flash in the Justice League movie.
Also, they play, what's his name in Fantastic Beasts, but it doesn't matter.
Which one?
Anyway,
I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
and I have a very colorful blue, almost kind of poofy sleeve shirt on. And
Green
I
hair.
have green hair and pointy ears with, I have a specific earring that has a feather on it.
Okay, you know what? Just quick intersection. How do we not know these were not goblins? We have a freaking 5'5" teenager here.
Because we're really, really good at.
And I'm pretty sure they're wearing
Performance.
goblins.
They were
too,
at a
so-
distance,
They were
and
also
even with
wearing-
your guys' perception checks and whatnot, a performance of +12 allowed them to fool you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's me. Yo.
And then you see 3 other kids. One is fairly short, who just has the wildest of hairs that is very purple. And then 2 slightly taller kids. One's kind of chubby, and he was the reason they were stopping a lot of the time.
I was gonna hit him first.
He's always
Wearing like a wolf ear cap. What? Gwen got like a 22 or a 24.
I got, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, because you got a pretty high one, too.
Yeah, I roll high now in nature. And
You just gotta pretend you're smithing.
And then there's another one with striking orange hair and pink clothes, wearing cracked glasses. But yes, they remove their masks, and Gwen, what else does Rowan do?
Rowan's gonna start getting closer, but like stealthily, just in case they still try to fucking
You want
hurt
to
me.
just
So you're like-
this fucking
You want
river?
to stealth while we're looking at you?
And
No,
I
I'm
presume
going
what
through,
you want is
'cause
you're gonna
there's
keep
a bunch of
cover.
trees, so I'm trying to keep cover because I don't want you guys to fucking
Yeah.
Shoot
hit
you.
me.
So they're
Dex
taking
and
their. You guys are going from tree to tree, traveling to avoid getting shot.
Okay. There's a river between us that I'm sure is magical in nature, which I completely despise. Because rivers are supposed to be fun, not murderous.
Well, it
If
wasn't,
we hold out long
You
enough,
attacked us first with
the
the river.
Flaymire
that
crops.
wasn't an attack. That was trying to get you guys away from us because I was like, who the fuck are these people following us?
If we just wait them out, I feel like eventually one of the crocs here will hear them and eat them.
That's probably.
Crocs.
I have never eaten a croc before. I would love to eat one.
They're good.
I mean, I can.
You don't hear that, they're whispering
They
that.
are good.
Y'all don't hear it.
They are good though. Have you ever had a croc?
No.
Oh, they're delicious.
Do you guys still want to be initiative? Does anyone have an hostile intent?
No.
I'm going to.
I am pissed that they're using a river as a weapon, but I'm not gonna kill them over it.
I'm going to use investigation on the river.
Okay.
I imagine that.
Well, I
will
guess
be
since
true.
we're not hostile anymore, I guess I could stop that, huh?
Okay.
But you see through with your gnome eyes, Zafrab really investigates things, and you can see things how they are.
So I'll walk across it then.
You'll walk across what?
He's gonna swim.
The hallucinatory terrain. Because it was
It's,
a.
it's
oh.
a river.
Oh.
It's a river that looked
Okay.
like grass.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Wait,
I think that I thought it was.
so it's a real river
Yes.
and fake grass?
thought it was
And
the
you
other way
see,
around.
Yeah, me
As-
too.
No.
So I guess we'll go to the
I
other
still
side
didn't
of the
think you
river.
could
yes,
walk over
as
it,
Rowan drops the illusion, you see many of the things that were in your way or slowing you down in the river itself sort of just fade from the area.
Oh man, I'm tripping. I am tripping hard.
Across the river.
You're
Can
welcome.
I take a moment to cross the river?
Okay, first question. Who are you? Second, why did you hurt me with a river? 3, who are you? 4,
Push him in the river.
who are you?
Did you say 3 questions?
I said 4.
Okay.
I said 3, but I made 4.
What is our clan called again? The Red Song?
Red Song Tribe.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
I'm gonna walk up and pull the arrow out of their shoulder.
Ow! Thank you, but also ow,
Don't
but also
worry.
kind of fuck you for shooting me in the first
Don't
place.
worry,
I
I know
You're a
understand.
goblin that stole a bunch
Well,
of things from
I'm
villages.
getting to that. I
Everyone
understand.
shut up! Okay, first things first. Pop. Lay on hands. 10 hit points.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
Bye, Meg.
Bye, Meg.
Bye, Meg. Let me heal that for you. Yes.
So
Yeah,
Enjoy my rubbing.
No,
This
I-
large
Put your
beard-
hands on everyone you first meet?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Come here.
Wait.
Cosmo don't do handshakes. He only do lasting, lingering hugs.
Rowan's
Alright.
good. Thanks.
I give you a hug, but I try to lift you.
Okay, you really want to try to lift each other?
Yeah, can I do a contested strength
Yeah,
roll?
do contested
God.
strength
Two people
roll.
lift each other at the same time.
Alright, well, I'm gonna
That's
turn to
how it is.
Karina while
I
that's
will also try to lift him.
You see before
alright.
you the party in its entirety. A large bearded man
do
who
you
just
got?
killed
14.
you in golden white
14.
Neither of us can lift each other.
armor. A gnome in a red leather jacket.
I like
Good
that.
man.
A wand.
Good man.
A moon elf with scales on her face and slit
The
pupils.
one that fucking
Red
shot
hair.
me.
Yes, the one that shot you.
I have slit pupils? I thought
That-
I just had blue eyes.
No, I'm pretty sure the pupils were what changed.
No, you said the eye color changed.
The eye color did change to like green or something.
Yeah. Okay, I have dragon eyes too.
should write this down.
A dwarf with 2 large hammers and a chef's hat. A human woman wearing green armor with
Human woman?
That's a dwarven symbol.
a
Torvi.
human woman with
Oh,
Oh, I would know that too.
black
because
paint across her face.
But just like,
I forgot Torvi.
How do you know that symbol?
A giant
Well, I
lynx
trained
and a
before I
tiny
became-
beholder.
what I am now.
That's
I
tiny
trained
and
with
an
a
owl.
dwarf and black.
And an owl.
And an owl.
What?
I would love to
Navigator.
see some of your
What'd you name
work.
it?
His name
By all
is
means.
Keeper.
So, I just had a moment with Schmoogeldorf.
Dwarf moment.
That's a dwarf symbol now.
Did you get the picture I sent you of the?
Yep.
I hope that stays for generations
That's
in your
where I
games.
first got from.
Anyway, I guess
call
I'll
you Hammer
introduce
Bro.
myself.
Found it when I was
Hammer Bros.
didn't respond. This is weird.
Hello,
Yes!
I am Rowan the Pan.
Hello, Rowan the Pan!
Hello, and this is I forgot their names already.
Bits, Denny, and Ruff.
Bits, Denny, and Ruff. and they're
Hello,
a part
Bits, Denny, and Ruff!
Hey,
Are you sure you don't have silence?
And they're a part of my
It's not
clan,
a
the
wizard
Red Song,
spell.
and we are Wildkin.
I mean,
Please
I would
do
make
not
people
hurt
silent.
us.
I have whole
Involves
like,
a knife and slitting their
What are
throat.
they
I mean,
arguing?
it works.
I don't know.
reader. I
You
have
cannot
whole person.
stab me in the throat, I will simply heal
As
it!
much as I'd love that.
Can't heal
Anyway,
it if
so
you're
why
dead.
why
Yes,
are
I
you guys
can.
here?
Shush.
Well, the nearby village, a goblin raided them, so we thought, well, there's some goblins.
Oh, see, that's a
So,
fun story.
Tell it.
Well,
I have a
that
question.
town.
No questions for you.
Okay.
Wait, do you really have a question? What
Yes,
is it?
I actually cosplayed the question.
What is it?
Where are your parents? Are you orphans?
No.
Gosberg, one at a time.
Okay.
Alright, Goblin Village.
Anyway, so that village kind of screwed over my clan and fucked up our food supply and water supply. So we've just been taking back what was ours.
Oh, this is like,
How have they been doing that?
I don't know it. Harper, please.
They diverted a river that had gone pretty damn close to your village, so that it goes closer to theirs now, and
They stole
and
your
as an
river.
effect, because the real world and the Feywild are connected, now the river near to your tribe has dried up, and the river that you guys are currently speaking next to is filled with gigantic plant crocodiles, so it's not the best source of food and water.
Plant crocodile?
Hey,
I
Mark.
know, right?
so did you
So,
try speaking
The
to
least dangerous thing is to
them
just
before stealing from them?
we take what we took what we're owed.
Yes!
They fucked us and we fucked them.
You could
Hey!
possibly
Language,
ask them
young
to
man!
cross the
Shut
river.
your mouth, old man!
Never!
God! You keep this guy around?
Yes!
For the record, I didn't invite him. It was that one I pointed to.
So let me get this straight. You
Blame it on the
didn't
person who can't
even
keep
ask them
himself.
to try and
I can
undam the
admit
river?
it.
No.
Why
not?
would they listen to us?
I was just like,
Well,
yeah.
you don't know if you don't try.
Well, we could speak on your behalf.
We could
I
take
can
you
be very
to them and
persuasive,
clear up
trust me.
everything.
You know, each time you say something like that, I have the feeling it involves violence.
Well, it can, but I can be persuasive in other ways. So.
Okay.
I
Like
am
the
very
pretty woman.
persuasive.
Cast suggestion.
But we'd be willing to try.
I am
I
very
suppose that would be-
persuasive.
Better than our plan, I guess.
And if not, we ride it on.
I have a lion.
Which one said that?
Rough.
Calm down,
I
Ruff.
guess if they want to ride, it's not really our
Done!
problem.
Who here wants to ride a lion?
Sure, why
all of
not?
the all of them suddenly just this childlike curiosity goes over their faces, and they're like, "You have a lion?
Yes, I call him Cornelius.
Well, better
You know
start
you're not
the
that
trip
bad,
back.
old man."
We'll just leave him.
You know what, old man? I'm actually not upset anymore.
Give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend the next 10.
I'm gonna go back.
We've been traveling for a couple hours. I guess we can take a short rest.
Oh, would you guys like to come to the rest way to our village?
How much further is your village?
How much further is our village?
Not far.
Not far.
Oh.
Alright,
sounds
and
good.
we'll give you complimentary food that we stole, but it's alright. Anyway, come on, guys.
Just so you know, I've also been rolling my hands together for the next 10 minutes.
That's fine.
As we walk.
Yes. I have very chafe hands.
That's how
Oh,
he casts
Bella
spells.
could get to make an appearance. Aw,
Huh?
my baby. Because we're going back to the village. She's probably there. Or is she not there?
We'll say no, so you don't have to roleplay too far.
True.
Um,
Trust me, I do it all the time. I roleplay like 6 characters
No.
at once. It's fun.
No.
Anyway.
yeah, you take them to other side, your
Here we
village. You guys arrive at a village, sort of like it's got some houses on up in the trees, like little tree houses and walkways and such.
Ewoks.
But yeah, it's very similar to Ewok Village.
It's just walking teddy bears.
Yep.
Oh, my
Except
favorite enemy.
you notice, yeah, you see paint and totems all around you guys, and you see all around you are outlandishly dressed, pointy-eared children of what look like varying races, but that all have very similar features, but also we're all very unique in their own ways.
How long has it been since we've been walking?
Probably, but you get the lion before you get to the village.
Lion!
Probably all the kids are probably on the lion. Let's be real.
Cornelius, everyone!
It is the plant lion. Yes.
I call him Corn.
Wait, I want my turn.
His mane is made of corn.
Alright, I'm gonna hop down as soon as we get to the village.
I'm gonna hop on as soon as we get to
I'm
the
gonna
village.
pull out
entirely made out of corn. So
my
this is
pan
from
flute
This is made.
and
Okay.
do a little thing.
Well, his mane's made of not just
and
like
other
corn, but also
little
different crops.
babies are gonna show up and
eat
probably
also.
give them food and water and shit.
But it won't do anything.
Well, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Rowan pulls out their pan flute.
Play
And
little,
a bunch of
Darude
the
sandstorm.
Because
kids.
that's how you hold a hand.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what pan flute is.
The things that
The one
satyrs
that's
hold.
like-
It's kind of
Oh,
like
that,
a harmonica
oh
with the different
shit,
lengths of reed.
a pan flute.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's not.
It's very fitting, anyway.
I can barely mix.
Okay, continuing on.
Yeah, you tell the kids, like, bring them food, and they're like, okay, and they bring you guys food, and you go to a big old table where they've set out their
Yum.
ill-gained goods.
More ill-gained goods.
Yum! Stolen food! The best kind of stolen food.
Right.
Yes, I still think you should be punished by your parents.
We don't have parents.
Oh my god, they left you? They must be horrible parents!
I mean, to each their own, but we are also...
I mean, my dad hated me for like a couple of years. We've only reconciled at like 1 year ago. It was amazing. There was tears and there was a wedding.
Yeah, a
and,
good chunk of our parents are dead, so...
I side with that one.
What?
A good chunk of our parents are dead, because we've been here for a while.
How long?
Well, I've been here. Has it been now?
You don't remember.
Ruh, do you remember? No, you're too young.
Bits?
Bits.
Bits has been here about 50 years, maybe. And then some of the others have lost count.
Yeah, I think
adorable.
Rowan's at that point too.
Oh,
Just stop
that
counting.
sounds like an eternal hell I do not want to be a part of.
I'm
I
like
stopped
250.
counting, but a lot of people have been here. A lot of people have been here longer than me, even. Because we are wildkin.
That's cool.
That's wild.
I have a lion.
Make another time I shoot you.
And we love the lion.
It's not
Huh?
as bad
We
as
love the
him.
lion a lot.
Yes.
All the you can just see a
Feel
bunch
bad.
of little wildkins just like climbing on top of it, just having
Yeah.
a good time.
I
He
know,
will
there's
not
that
murder
much.
you unless I tell him to.
We have enough take sense in this.
Cornelius murder.
1.5.
Claws come out.
I just hope all the children are just being like looking at all of them and just like, whoa,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening.
You're just surrounded by kids. How do you guys feel?
I want to
Saffron
say.
looks dead. Saffron's like, please, help.
I'm just getting a view of all my players. Continue.
So what are we eating?
Some fish, some mashed potatoes and stuff. Some good stew, like that's been made with like
Yum.
carrots
Like,
and
how good is
onion.
it?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Hand me that
There-
pilfered pie.
Zaffrab, you can't help but think like a rungadeer would enjoy this. It's like it's got some rabbit in it. You think?
Okay. So, we should talk about the peace talks.
Ah, right. Oh.
You can't just keep stealing. Eventually, the people will figure it out and come here and murder you all.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
They're not.
There eventually, trust me, I know this. Eventually it will happen. People
They're
say the
not that
war between
smart.
the elves will
How
never
long have you been
stop.
stealing from them?
Huh?
How long have you been stealing from them?
A few weeks.
I was gonna say it's been a couple weeks.
They said goblins. If they look like goblins, commoners think they're goblins.
That is true, but we found them.
The masks
Right.
are not bad.
That's because I found them.
Yes.
Could we?
We're actually
They don't
really-
have me.
Could we split the river?
But at the same time,
And you couldn't have found him without Torvi.
villagers
Yeah.
do need their own supplies as well.
No, I know. I'm not saying what they're
We
doing.
set up
if
a
the issue is
trade
the river,
routes.
We could try to split the river.
Wait, I have an idea.
No,
What valuables do
irrigation
you have?
architecture, but
That's why I have that can possibly do.
Valuables.
hard work.
What do you mean?
Like, are you willing to work for your food?
Harper, how long ago
I
was
mean,
the
I
river
suppose, but I'd only be able to send out a few.
You don't
kids.
know. You don't live in
They
this
can't
section.
stay out
I would ask.
in the
From what they
in
tell
the
you,
other world for too long, or they'll age.
Never mind.
Probably about 2 or so, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks before they started raiding them.
Okay, can I
So it's been
can I
a few
make a
months.
nature check to like see if it would be possible to fork the river back? Like, is the riverbed still there?
You haven't seen that river, so you don't know.
Would you like to go to the river?
Show us the river.
Show us the river and I will lend you my lion.
Very well.
See?
I guess
Sure.
I'll take them. You guys, the rest
Sweeten
of my
the deal.
babes, enjoy.
I rented
I'm not
them the
calling.
lion.
He doesn't call them babes, but the rest of you guys chill and eat. And also I need you to call off the other squadron so they can stop raiding. Thank you.
What other squadron?
No, it's fine. Anyway, let's go to this river.
All right,
I'll take y'all.
All right. When
Put it
when
on
Sunny,
charge. Blitz
we'll try
charge.
to tell Sunny. We'll try to send someone ahead to tell Sunny not to go ahead. It's like, and then Sunny comes back and he's like, "Hey guys, look what I got!" And it's like, never mind.
Never mind.
Everyone's home.
Everyone's home now. Let's go to this river.
That's like the worst Uno scenario right there.
You got any choose?
Ooh.
No. Got any
Fireballs?
slurs?
No, go fish. Are we playing Go Fish?
Okay, so what are we doing?
You are escorted back to the
Okay.
real world
Okay.
by
Yeah, boy.
your boy Rowan.
I have a lion.
And I'm on the line.
Yeah.
Everyone makes their way out of the tree stump.
Is old Jim still there?
You emerge and old Jim is there. It's like, "Hey Geisberg, your lion disappeared out of thin air. I hope that's cool."
No problem, I summoned him somewhere else. It's totally fine.
All right, cool.
Cool. Huh?
That's what happened.
Who was
That
that?
That is old Jim, and this is the Gozbots!
He pats this giant lobster tank. Dun, dun. Yep. It's the old Jim bot now, actually.
Gozbot!
We rebranded.
It is always going to be the Gozbot to me, and I suggest you trademark it.
That's fine.
Wow.
You say whatever you want.
It actually
That's
says like old Jim Bot on it. When I fixed
Put
it.
like the backwards letters and
But it's like engraved, but the letters are still backwards.
wow. That's
Yeah.
something.
Yes!
You guys are an
Yes!
interesting group of people.
Yes!
Let's go to that here.
You
that
should be
there river.
Ricky! You have the voice higher than yours!
I haven't actually met Ricky yet.
He sounds terrifying.
He is terrifying!
Oh, well, in
And
that case,
amazingly...
I'll try not to meet Ricky.
You've heard-
Prayed around at night, jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Yes!
Oh, wow. Sounds like a character.
He calls himself
That man
the
doesn't
Central
exist in this
Death.
world. Wait a minute.
Why would he call himself that?
Because he thinks he is a superhero!
he's
Oh.
kind of an idiot.
Oh dear.
Okay. Oh dear.
With
Let's go to the
self-confidence
river, please.
issues!
Please, let's
Really?
go to the river.
I mean, we can talk and walk.
We're talking and walking right now, I assume.
Probably.
You guys make your way.
Probably.
I
You guys make your way the long walk back.
I assume all the kids are on my lion.
No, it's
They
just me.
take shifts.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, yeah.
I'm the only one that went.
Yeah.
I am currently on the lion also.
I'll be on.
All right, you are riding the
I
line.
know I have 25 speed. I'll be on.
The
There's
lion
not
can
enough
only
room
hold
on
two
the lion.
people!
I'm gonna.
I'll get off
I'm
then.
a small creature.
How come nobody's riding the gym bot?
Because everyone's afraid of the gym.
All right, as you pass, whenever you find a good berry or so, you toss it in. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff.
It is.
That's my bag.
The bag is talking.
Oh, you have a talking bag?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
Hello there, talking bag. How
What's
are
up?
you?
Oh yeah, it's this guy. Oh, look
Rowan's
at that.
hopping off of the line to go look at this bag.
Would you like a piece of penny?
I would.
I drop a penny. I drop a copper piece into the bag.
Coppery.
Yes.
This guy's all right, despite the fact that he's got that thing on his hip. And he looks at the bag of holding.
Hey.
Oh yeah, thinking he's so that. Look at that bag, thinking he's so much better than me, just because he can properly hold things without dumping them into the nebulous void.
I know, it's so disrespectful.
Oh god.
Hey. It's not what the it's not
And
what
it's
the
funny
bag
'cause
does.
the bag of holding has a smiley face on it. The bag of devouring
Have the mean face.
has a it looks similar, but it's
devilish
a
smile.
yeah. The one I drew looks a little bit different, but it's equally ridiculous. Like look
Hey,
at him.
bag.
So fucking smug.
Want some spice?
I would love some spice.
I inch a pinch of Dragon's Breath pepper over.
Gonna use that shit up real quick, man.
I just give it a sprinkle.
Sprinkle of spice. Nothing happens.
Give me some of that. I want to try it.
No.
Yes.
I reach into my other pouch, the Hewart Handy
somewhere-
spice pouch, and I give him a little bit of regular pepper.
Somewhere, a creature in another dimension who that bag connects to the stomach to.
That poor. Poor creature.
I mean, look like us. I don't give a shit.
Somewhere on the astral plane, something has gone horribly awry.
All because of Smilmore. Oh, we're gonna sing songs about you, buddy. Rowan pulls out his tambourine and starts singing a song about Smilmore. The poisoner.
Alright. Not the title I was expecting.
What?
I said more loud people.
I am very loud.
You
are very antisocial.
Like loud people.
I was about to say. Especially when Rowan's comfortable, he's like, yeah. Me and this dwarf, yeah.
Alright, you guys are taken to where the river has been dammed up and diverted, basically.
Honestly,
And you
despite
can
the
see
fact-
the remnants, you can see the somewhat dried waterbed where the original one once was.
Can I nature check to see if it'll flow back down the proper way if we break the dam? Or
I mean, it's
like,
just-
It's already
make-
been diverted, possibly, like a good amount of it would.
Okay, so it would
but-
it would just fork.
It wouldn't fork, you don't think. It's not an especially large river.
Okay.
Not at this point in it.
Okay.
Are you sure? Because he was about to drown in this river.
Well, that was an
That's a
that was an
different
man, that was an illusionary river, yeah.
That's the one that's poisoned.
That's the one full of
What if we hunted all of the crocodiles?
You know the crocodiles are especially tough.
They're very tough.
So are my warhammers.
Yeah, I have a question. Who here wants to bother Mordenkainen again?
For what?
You're out of your mind.
I don't know. I just want
You have a
to.
death wish.
Meanwhile, back in Netwood,
What?
come on, man. We both know. We both know what I'm suggesting. Really again? What do you want?
Look, I need you. Look, little man. There's something I really need. Okay.
Oh my god.
I need you to figure out who this bitch What was your name?
Karina.
I need you to figure out who this bitch Karina is, what she looks like, and what can I do to get her?
You know what she looks like. She broke into your house.
Yeah, but I have a very short memory, and I need to kill her ASAP. Ricky will not need to fall off.
Town.
Ricky
What?
doesn't need anyone else.
She
except
left
Ricky.
town.
She's constantly out of town and coming back in.
Okay, well, can you tell me when she's coming back in so I can snap her?
No. Do it you yourself.
Got it. Okay, I got
I
250 gold. I will hire someone to take her out. Do you think Krog will want to try to take her out?
Krog is 7.
I know. That's why I'm going to use the money.
I realize he's a trouble kid. He set my rose bush on fire. But goddamn.
What is happening?
Stop hiring children to do your deeds. Do your dirty work.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
I have another proposition. And what would you do? How fucked up can you make her if I give you 100 gold right now on the table?
For what?
She broke into my forge. She has stolen.
Why? First of all, why did you break in?
Because it's the only forge in town.
She
And
stole from me.
And he's never fucking around, so I needed to make something, and it's the only forge in town.
She stole my sense of security, and I can't get the central desk because the central desk is too angry right now.
This is a mess.
Ethel pops her head out the window. It's like, can you quiet down and stop yelling?
Shut up, Ethel! You're a dick!
Shut up, Ethel!
Apple.
Jesus.
You both use some kind of magic that makes your eyes fucking.
Screw it! Do it the old-fashioned way! The way that put those cultist ropes!
Okay, you know what? Just so you stop bothering me, here. And he writes something down on a slip of paper. He's like, there's someone who might be able to help you out.
Okay, who is it? I can't read!
And we'll cut away.
It's so funny if it was like Karina. To take herself out.
So, you guys are back at the river.
I just that.
No, Ricky is not here.
No, I'm just my voice right now.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Say.
That could have been anything, but that's alright. Yeah. It's like, okay, the create a conversation. Like, give her back my opioids.
My opioids.
How are we gonna solve this problem, kitty?
I mean, I guess, like you guys said, we could go talk to them, but they're not going to listen to me because I look like a 15-year-old child.
I have an idea. Have you tried building a well?
A well?
Yes.
Well, I
just
guess
say no. I'm not doing the
not.
Gosford voice for a while because my throat
That's fine.
hurts.
Yeah, that's fine.
Have you tried building a well?
I mean, could
You know-
necessarily even do that?
Dig
You don't know how.
a portion
That's part of it.
of the earth to the point where it hits groundwater, and then that will fill up with water, and then you could take that water to drink after you boil it, because I'm pretty sure dirt water is not good for you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could try that.
Or,
Just none of us know how to do that.
don't worry, just have to dig a hole and sacrifice one person. That person is going to be stuck down a hole.
You
I
can
think,
fly.
like,
No.
You can fly, and so can other wild kids.
Yeah. So we're not
Some others.
sacrificing anyone. I'm looking at him like, really? You want to sacrifice some of my people?
Every well requires blood sacrifice. Anytime you're drinking from a well,
You're
remember
drinking
the
corpse
poor
water?
soul who was left at the bottom.
Like,
Wells are
it's a
weird,
great way
man.
to poison your drinking water.
I know, right? That and tossing a couple of dead rats inside it.
Yeah.
Or just tossing dead anything inside it, really.
Dead trees.
Dead trees, yeah.
But this river was ours first, so...
Yeah, well, you know, shit happens.
They
Ooh,
do
I have
that.
another idea.
wells.
Oh, sorry, what you were saying? I kind of interrupted you.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
I just was saying that they didn't even ask.
Well, they didn't know you were there. How can you ask someone that you didn't know was there?
Why
It's like
would you
me.
hurl a firebolt
a-
at me? That was actually pretty good
I'm
jump.
sure it's written somewhere that it belongs to the Feywild.
Probably not. Hmm. Is it possible for us to make the river divert again? Kind of like make a little loopy thingy?
I mean, can we just break the dam?
Oxbow Lake.
From what Harper said, it's not wide enough to be split.
Hmm.
So it's either dammed
It
up to
wouldn't
go
be
one
a
way or it
good
goes
sized
the other way.
river down either way.
Yeah.
There's a spell called Create River.
Create river.
Mold Earth would come in real handy right now.
Yeah, I don't
Wouldn't
have
it, Wizard?
Mold
I know, right?
Wouldn't it, wizard?
I don't think Mold Earth is Mold Earth even a wizard spell.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
cleric spell, I know
It's a
that.
druid and cleric spell.
Either way, it's
I know I pissed off air
not
quotes, I
exactly.
think.
No, that was Stone Shape.
Oh, yeah, stone shape.
It's
Into
much more
horrors.
powerful. It wasn't pissing me off. That was extremely clever, and I realized, like, oh, that actually works in this situation.
So everything was adamantine.
Yeah, the entire door, but under the door was just like, alright, that works.
His mover.
Well, let's just go back and talk to them.
Okay, and just so you know, if anyone thinks that this person is a 15-year-old, I will tell them that this one is actually 112 years old.
You do
I
that.
don't think they have the capacity to understand that.
Trust me,
I mean,
I know these
that
people.
wasn't even
They're
close
way
enough
stupider than you
estimate,
think.
but-
Okay.
How does that mean that they'll understand you?
Because when they find something they don't understand, they'll immediately believe it. Or kill it. I forgot which one.
Yeah.
I think kill it is what most small-minded people tend to go for.
I don't know. I usually believe it.
Well, that's you.
Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
not
You
you.
seem like the exception to a lot of things. Just an observation.
Probably because I hit my head too many times when I was a
Baby
baby.
mover.
Oh, you sure your mom didn't drop you?
My mom is dead.
That happens, yeah.
That happens.
Let's just go back to the village.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And at the very least, we can just mention that them diverting the river cut off the village further downstream.
An invisible village.
No, they don't. The river goes for a while.
Yeah, but
We
it's
don't
an
need to-
invisible village.
We don't need to go into
You
details.
don't need to.
We have to go into details. How will they understand?
They don't.
They're simple-minded enough.
So we go back to the village.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go
We
back
go
to the
back to
village.
Darkwood.
Yeah.
Darkwood. Now, who the fuck do I have to talk to?
Yeah.
You
Is
can
there
talk
like,
to
is
me.
like how do the towns work? Is there like a mayor or?
It's different from town to town.
Is it a communist society?
This one is a communist society. No.